first of all, OG is a great program, and you know, it really hits on the decoding piece to literacy. But as you know, reading and writing are equal parts in this big literacy picture. Where it becomes tricky is like when it's just kindergarten, or it's just kinder and first, or like with cursive, it's just a couple of weeks in third grade, and kids don't really achieve that automaticity, and that's why they struggle. Therefore, kids just make up their own way. They draw letters rather than starting them and forming them and knowing the rules, because handwriting takes explicit instruction just like reading would be. So all that to say, like, I can see why kids are struggling, but also it sounds like that you all are on a better path for that. So what you can do then would be, as much as you can when you are doing your OG lessons, you know, there's so much evidence to this speech to print connection and this orthographic mapping. So when you are able to have them write the letters, write the blends, you know, the 2 or 3, the digraphs, write those out as you all are doing that as part of your session. And the key is to very intentionally write them out, or write out maybe, you know, if you've got to get through a whole lot and so you're like, I don't really have a ton of time to spend on that, totally fine. It can be embedded in what you're doing, but making sure that when they are, let's say you're working on vowels, or let's say you're working on some different letter teams, have them write it, but let's think about like that, how they're going to write it when they are saying it, and pairing that speech to print. So for example, maybe you're using a chalkboard or a dry erase board rather than pencil to paper. So that stimulates a little bit more in the brain. It leads to better retention. It also, in a way, slows them down a little bit. So they have to focus and think about that formation a little bit more. You could also just put a dot or a star where you want them to start that letter. That gives them that visual cue, so that when they are, you know, you have them write the TH, or the, you know, what makes the sound, and so then you have that dot where they should start. And that will, you might have to still explicitly teach a few of those concepts, like the B and D. That literally might just take, even if it's 2 or 3 minutes of your time every session, to really drill in the starting point. The little thing about that is that the B should start at the top and go down, and then curve around to make the little C shape, or I guess the backward C shape. Whereas the D is that magic C, and this is probably reversed because I'm on my phone, but all that to say, they have different starting points. One starts at the top, one starts kind of towards the middle, and it would be absolutely worth your time to even just spend 2 or 3 minutes on explicitly teaching those problem letters, and then for the rest of them, just embedding it in your OG practice. I am also going to send over a link to our dysgraphia blueprint for teachers. I think that would be an excellent place to start as well, and I would highly recommend, we do school trainings as well, so you can take it on your own, or you can get your whole school team involved, and it can be absolute game changer when we get everyone on board. And so we can also do some school, like live or virtual school trainings too. So I'll make sure that I link all of that down below, and I hope this helps.